Today, I got a reminder to get out of this space. Technology. It is good. It can be bad. It's, again, how we use it. How do we use this technology? It was a weird reminder today that going out and seeing real people, getting real feedback, not just from a one-sided thingy-mabob, but from someone who can bounce off of you is super, super important. Today I picked on the bishop, saying, "Bishop, I got a question for you," because I'm a bit of a muddle. I went up to him and I asked him after mass, I said, "Bishop, hello. The separation of ashes when someone's died, you cremate them, they're in a box, scattering them, sharing them, is it good or bad? Yes or no?" And he looked at me and went, there's more to this, but I'll start with this. And he talked about how in life, treating the body with respect, and then in death especially, because that was the vessel that they were in. I'm expanding on it a little bit, but the vessel that they're in, treat it with respect. That was their body. It must be looked after and respected even after death. He gave an example where his family had I think his sisters had their husband's or his brother-in-law's ashes there at the house, and he's like, it's at the house. He's like, maybe we should have it where everyone else has died. That's his opinion on that one. And then he asked me, "So tell me more about you. Like, why are you asking this question?" And I explained that I had learned about this obscure Catholic teaching where you're meant to keep the body together. You're not meant to have arm here, leg there, and apparently not meant to scatter the ashes. But I had the information provided before from the bishop that treated the body with respect. So I told him that my husband, we cremated him. He's out there, but he's also got some with his family. They wanted some of his ashes, and I said, yes, go for it. And I had thought that it was just a black and white line, like, oh, that's not really nice. It's not really nice. And I had the bishop come back and say, you know what? You treated the body with respect, and you did not know you were doing something that you thought was good, and it was done with care and with love. So for that, you're not sinning. You're not doing anything bad. You're doing the best you can, which is good, he said. And that felt like a really big weight being lifted off me, because I was overthinking that for 2 days. I found out that information on Friday after work. All hippy hoppy. Go online and boom, don't scatter ashes. What? I mean, the logic behind it kind of makes sense. If we're respecting the body and looking after it the whole life, and then suddenly discard it once the spirit or soul leaves it, I can see the logic there. But it was really nice having a proper conversation with someone who knows more than me, who's on the ground, and who's able to kind of go off what I'm feeling and my reactions to help steer the conversation instead of just one like this, like a screen. I'm just shooting it one way. And then spiral a bit out of control because there's no one to bounce off. I did cry, but it was very nice. The bishop was like, "Oh, you're doing all right." I'm thanks, bishop. And he goes, "Well, how old were you? How old was he?" And I told him, I was like, "Well, you might not know him, but the other fathers, they definitely know him." Then bishop worked with the current priest and the previous priest who knew him well. So I was telling him, like, it's been a while and there was some connection, there was some help already, but thanks anyway, bishop. And I think it was very nice of him to answer my question and flip it around and go, hey, let's think about that a bit more. Because that's usually the case. Is it yes or no? No, there's some gray spots. There's some this and that and that. It's never either. It's never that simple, is it, when you get posed a question? Unless it's, do you like ice cream? And if it's a no, well, then we might have a little disagreement. But after that, after having a little emotional crying after mass, after that chat with the bishop, I'm glad I was reminded that it is good, and dare I say important. No, it is important. It is important to get out of this box, out of the screens, and get into real life to actually engage, get with a different idea, someone who might, I think, well, the bishop, he's stuck with me, has hopefully your best interest in mind to go, well, let's work with this, let's dance a bit to help show that it's okay, it's not as horrible as you might have been thinking all by yourself, which I was doing. It's good getting out and getting into real life, because it's a lot more fun than that little screen. Okay, I'm gonna go do laundry. Bye.